I tell her, I know what Rizz means. And she says, Mom, that's great. And I said, could you please use it in a sentence? And she says, W Rizz. W Rizz? That's not a sentence. Which one's the subject? Which one's the predicate?
So the word Rizz has exploded in popularity in recent months, and W and L come from wins and losses, but we can take W to also mean like good or positive or successful, right? But when we put the phrase together as W Rizz, I think the W is putting in a lot of work that might go overlooked. Because we know that Rizz in this case is being used as a noun and W as an adjective, but on its face that doesn't appear like a full sentence. Because we know English is largely subject, verb, object, and Rizz is probably just an object, right? Because it's not acting on anything else, right? But that leaves two empty spaces for our subject and our verb, so where is it? Well, while it might seem like it's no subject or no verb, it actually is there. We're just not saying it. Because phrases like W or L Rizz is usually said in like response to some type of event, right? Like maybe someone shot their shot and they were successful or unsuccessful. But regardless of what the result was, it's an event that was established and everyone that's involved already knows about it. And if everyone knows, you don't necessarily need to repeat it. So if you're in a situation where someone's saying W Rizz, what they probably mean is that was W Rizz, or that person has W Rizz. But whatever the event was already established. So you don't really need that subject and that verb to be said out loud all the time. And while W Rizz might be a newer phrase in English, we've been doing stuff like this. Like if you show me something I say looks good, I really probably mean like that looks good or it looks good. But somehow beforehand, we've already established what the good looking thing is. So I didn't need to say the subject out loud again. But that brings me back to W. Because W doesn't need Rizz in order to work. Like someone might see this and then respond with W video or L video. And again, they're sort of omitting that subject and that verb. So what I'd argue W and L is doing is really establishing that whatever event took place, whatever just happened that we all just saw, that was either a success or a failure. But instead of saying that was successful, you can just say W. Now, some people might take that as young people ruining language or the internet and the cell phones ruining the language, but I see it as pretty cool that we're able to convey so much information with just one letter.